Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, here we go, guys. The two teams going to be starting off here from game one. We do see Snutz putting down that gateway to the left side of the map. We have Soda here at the pillar, just kind of chilling back right now. We're going to have to find out how these two teams are going to want to engage. Snutz already popping his Demon Soul, the root beam going down there onto Vanguards. Vanguard's popping out here. It looks like he wants to go onto the Warlock. He's going to be feared off, though. Not popping the Tremor Totem just yet. Wolves will be popped here. Hydra's going to be put into the fear. Yoske taking a lot of damage, though. Full Hex comes out on Talbadar. There's a scatter into the silence onto Soda. And Snutz is just going to drop. He did not pop his defensive. Snutz going to go down. But will the counter kill come out here onto Yoske? PSN. The deter is going to be popped. Healing Tide goes down there. And Talbadar not going to be able to get that cross kill. Snutz underestimating the damage, it seemed like, coming out there. Not sure if he was Dark Bargain or what, but didn't get any of his defensives off, and he just got rocked. So down goes, gonna take game one as Snutz does fall. Pretty explosive start there.
Let's get ready to rumble!
The best.
All right, well, there comes Soda. He's going to go out for the knockback, allow Snutz to get that gateway off. He is going to be able to land that. Hydra pushing in here, looking for the fear onto Soda. The scatter comes out. He's going to land that fear. Will the trap go down? Doesn't look like it. It's just going to be a frost trap. Snutz already popping his Demon Soul. Cooldowns have been popped here by Vanguards, but Snutz is going to gate out of there immediately. He's going to get cloned on that. Great job shutting down the Ascendants by them. And Snutz does get away. He's at half HP. May want to pop his healing cooldowns because he's still pretty far, but Talbadar in some big trouble here. He pops the Shaman Wall. He gets the Iron Bark as well. But they're going to swap back onto Snutz now. Talbadar going to go into that freezing trap. We have Soda already having used his trinket. Snutz has his trinket available. Talb does not. Yoske taking some big damage here, though. Hydra with his Will Forsaken and his trinket available, but the LSD, you know, they live through the early cooldowns, and they're going to be able to put out a lot of pressure here. We have Snutz now at 60% HP. There's the CS onto Hydra on that PI inner focus. He's going to be able to get a lot of healing out coming out of that, though. Vanguard's going to be put into the Hex. Yoske going to be in some trouble here as he's getting fully dotted up. The Fox getting dotted up there as well. We can see Snutz still the target. Full trap onto Soda. They're not going to be able to ground that as the silencing shot came out on Talbadar. Great job by Yoske. Snutz going to get to the gateway. He goes right through. Going to try to throw out the fear here. It does land onto Hydra. That will be full. Hydra going to decide to sit through that, though, as Vanguards and Yoske are both fine. Heart of the Phoenix has been used now, though, by Yoske. He's not going to have that available, as he did have to use that. His first pet did go down, so he's going to have to be careful about the second pet. He is pushing in pretty aggressively there. The root beam goes down from Vanguards. Vanguards are able to land that. Snutz in some trouble, as he is going to be taking pretty big damage here, and Soda still has about a minute remaining on his PvP trinket. Vanguard's now being put into the Hex. He's going to get triple Howl. The Tremor going to be dropped, but Hydra wasted Will Forsaken the same time, and Yoske now in some trouble down to half HP. Is going to have to chase after Snutz, who did get out of there. Soda going to be able to gate after. We see the Earth Grab coming in a second too late, as Soda is not able to be bugged out on that gateway, unfortunately for them. Snutz, though, still sitting pretty low here. They're going to be focusing on the second pet. You can see that is the target. It's down to 30% HP. Hydra needs to land the heals on it. He is getting some out there now. Snutz still going to be the target. They have to be a little bit worried, though, as, I mean, this down goes team, this Beast Cleave is hanging around really, really well. Ascendant's going to be coming back up here, you know, in not too long. So they're going to have to be very, very careful about that. We can see that Talbadar is going to be hexed off. He's not in range of Soda, so Soda unable to get the decurse, and Soda does have his Heart of the Wild pop. They're going to go back onto Snutz, though. The Hex actually sitting full. Soda just missing that, or perhaps his Dispel was on cooldown. We can see Snutz, though, still at about 60% HP. Damage coming out on him. They're trying to get something going onto Yoske. Yoske, though, sitting high on HP. Vanguards at 80%. Is going to have to sit through that Hex. No second decurse for him. We can see Demon Soul popped here once again by Snutz, so Ascendance is going to be up in about only a minute. Very risky play here so far from Vanguards. He's going to be pushing out. He did drop the Healing Tide, and Vanguard's going to go back over. He's going to try to shut down some damage here from Talbadar. Talbadar trying to get something going, but they just haven't been able to make anything happen. The Life Grip going to come in there onto Yoske, and Yoske going to go for the pet res. Looks like he will be able to land that, and he does get it off, so that is a big deal. Focusing so much of their damage onto that pet, unable to actually kill it off. The full trap comes in on Soda. Will he decide to trinket that? No, he's going to sit. But Ascendant's going to be up here momentarily, and BM should be available as well. They're going to be going hard on Talbadar, though. Will the Shaman Wall come out? It does. So does the Iron Bark. Silencing shot on Soda. Healthstone used by Soda there. I think that was just a misclick, a mistake there by him, but he's going to gate over to Talbadar, and we do see the Tree Form has come up, so I think that Vanguards and them may actually just wait for Tree Form to end. As soon as that does go down, they may decide to pop Ascendance out of that, knowing that that defensive cooldown is not going to be available there for Soda. Snutz also without the trinket available, perhaps can get a root on him and go for that. The frost trap can go down there by Yoske, recognizing there's some stack. He will not be able to land that freezing trap. Power Word Barrier going down from Hydra, trying to spam out those heals, keep everyone topped off. The cap stun going to hit both Talb and Soda. Soda going to be silencing shot out of that. Snutz with no hots at 50% HP. Ascendant should be available here. There's the root beam. Is it going to be popped here? We're waiting for those cooldowns from Vanguards. They should be available. He's going to be full Hex though, full Feared as well. So no Fear DRs, really CC DRs in general, going to be available to control him. He's even going to be on Clone DR. This is perfect setup here for Vanguards because there's going to be nothing to shut down his cooldowns. At the same time, Vanguard's going to pop his offensive cooldowns. Now he's going to be able to drop that Fire Ellie. He's looking for the setup. Will he be able to pop it here? Here comes the Ascendance. A beautiful port by Snutz. Snort's going to get out of there immediately. He does port and gate instantly on that, but look at Talbadar. Talbadar gets hit by the Elemental Blast there from Vanguards, and Vanguard's going to be able to crit that. The Iron Bar comes out, but he's going to be swapping it back onto Snutz. Snutz going to pop his Dark Regen immediately. Soda doing a good job healing through that. Looks like they will be able to survive. The LSD has stabilized for now. Ascendance coming out here from Talbadar. Talbadar trying to get something happening, but really unable to get much done there. Hydra, though, is losing quite a bit of mana. Going to spell DUA, go for that first aid on himself. He's actually just going to try to pick himself back up. The Scatter Trap coming in on Soda is not going to be able to land. Talb grounding that. Good job by him. Reghost now coming out from Soda, and we can see that Hydra did have to just will that Fear. He is getting low on mana, but Soda actually sitting even lower on mana. If he innervates and gets purged when it comes back up, that could be the game. Silencing shot now coming out on Soda. Snutz does have the Demon Soul out, but really not able to get too much done with it, actually. He only has dots on one target right now with his full Demon Soul. You know, pretty big waste, to be honest, actually, and Vanguard's going to be caught in the full Fear. It does break now as Hydra's able to dispel that. Hydra maybe going to go for a drink here, but I'm not sure if he feels comfortable to do so, as Vanguard's going to go into the Cyclone. Yoske trying to get something done here. There's a full Fear onto Hydra. Nice job by Snutz. That was on his PI and his Spirit Shell once again, so not going to be able to stack up those shields very well here at all. And we can see that Talbadar going to be hexed off once again. The Fear comes out, though, onto Vanguards, and Soda able to get the decurse this time around. The pet res now coming out here for Yoske. Yoske going to need to get away to be able to get that off. He's not going to be able to do it with them stacked on top of him. Talbadar just harassing him right now, trying to shut that down. They're going to be going hard on Yoske. Deter may be forced out here. Hex comes out on Vanguards. He's going to trigger that. Yoske trying to get away, but Snutz actually taking a lot of damage, and the disengage root going to come out and hit everyone on the team here of Gaming House. We can see that Soda now looking for the CC onto Yoske, but the Scatter Trap going to come out. Is he going to actually trinket that? No, but Talbadar going to come in. He's going to be able to knock back that summon, not even wasting his pet res, but Snutz CS at the same time there, I think. Yoske still, though, getting down to about 40% HP, 30% HP. Hydra going to be feared off. It's DR, though. We can see now the Stampede comes out there. PS and Deter overlapped, unfortunately, onto Yoske, and he still does not have that pet. He's trying to get away. He needs to be able to get that pet summon, or they're never going to be able to kill. The second Deter coming out now. Hydra into the capstun. This could be it. Coming out of this Deter, he has nothing left. His shield does land, but will it be enough? Yoske down about 30% HP. Hex coming out there onto Vanguard. Spirit Shells now being popped here by Hydra. Soda going to be in the Scatter Trap. We see that the silencing shot comes out on Talbadar. Beautiful play by Yoske, denying the grounding totem once again there. Snutz, maybe he's going to be in a little trouble here. And finally, Yoske does get that pet back out. He's going to have BM available. What can they get done? Ascendance may be available here relatively soon. Once again, BM popped immediately there by Yoske. He wants to start pumping out this damage. Hydra could go for a drink at this point, but he's not going to do so. Talbadar down to about half HP. We can see Vanguard's in the bash there. Healing Tide dropped by Talbadar. Grounding totem comes out as well to ground the shock there from Vanguard, so Soda could get the clone. Really nice coordination between the two players. We can see Hydra going to go into that root. The Earthbind root did land. Full clone comes out on him. He does not have the trinket available. Yoske once again going to be the target. Are they going to go for the pet? It looks like they are going on that pet once again, but Yoske does have it pulled back behind the pillar. It is going to be fine. Vanguard's, though, dipping dangerously low. Going to have to pop the Shaman Wall at 30% HP. Hydra still being CC'd heavily. Is there anything more for him out in the middle of the map? Looks like he's finally going to be free of that CC. The full trap lands on Soda. No trinket available here. Will the cooldowns come out from Vanguards? Doesn't look like it just yet. He's going to be feared off once again. Soda will be silencing shot off that trap, but nothing more to come out from there. And we are at almost 8 minutes now into the game. Spirit Shell PI being popped together once again there from Hydra, but once again going to get CC'd on it. Not able to really get those heals out when he does pop his cooldowns. And Yoske back LOSing once more. He is going to pop his BM. He does have that glyph, so his pet could not actually die during BM. You can see it sitting at 1% HP. Nice. Actually, BM there. It was a defensive BM to keep his pet alive, and I think that was actually a pretty intelligent play because Heart of the Phoenix is not up just yet. So we did need to wait for that. We do see that full Howl going to come in. The Hex overlapped on Vanguards. He does get out of that with the damage. He's going to be able to tremor his team late. Scatter Trap coming in on Soda. They're going to stack for it. Talb actually able to eat it. He's going to be able to trinket as well. Snutz though taking a lot of damage. He's pretty far from his port. Ascendant's going to be popped here. Will he go down? He's beamed. He cannot port. The port comes out late, but he ports away. He's actually porting back into Vanguards. Went through the Demon Gate, and Vanguard's going to be able to get right back onto him. He's going to have the Storm Blast coming out. The Storm Blast no does not crit. That will be the second one. Snutz is going to be okay through these cooldowns once again. And if we do have a timeout here, it is going to be 1 point to each team, and that will mean that this Beast Cleave is going to take it as they are already up 1 point. Soda looking like he's DC'd. Talbadar DC'd as well.
Oh, there's a DC?
Both of them are DC'd actually. Are we going to the 15-minute mark or are we doing 10 minutes?
It's 15-minute mark.
Big props to Vanguards, Hydra, and Yoske. Not too many people would wait in a tournament. They are playing for money. Very well mannered of them to just sit back and wait.
They've got about 5 minutes left, correct?
Yep, there's 4 minutes left now. We're just going to be going off this timer. It may not be 100% exact, but it is at 11 minutes now. So that's going to actually take the time to get that gateway off. A bit cheeky there, I guess. But anyways, Spirit Shell is going to be spammed out here by Hydra. He does go for that UA Dispel off himself. He's going to be just first aiding once again behind the pillars, trying to min-max there a little bit. Yoske going to be the target. Is down about 60% HP. A full Scatter Trap comes in onto Soda there. Silencing Shot going out onto Snutz. Snutz in some trouble here out in the middle. It is going to pour out of there. We'll have the gateway available. Healing cooldowns being popped there by Snutz. They have come back up, but look at Yoske getting spiked down to 10% HP. Has to deter. Talbadar just soloing him out there in the Ascend. It's massive damage coming up from that Ellie Shaman. That was almost it there for Yoske. We can see Talbadar here just trying to do work once again onto Yoske, and Heart of the Phoenix is back available, so if the Fox does go down, they're going to be able to have that instant summon. There's the bash on Hydra. Full clone comes out. Yoske could be in some trouble here. He goes into that camouflage. We can see the Cap Stun is going to be dropped. Full Howl onto Hydra. Hydra going to pop his will. He's actually going to throw out the PS as well. Did he really need that? I'm not sure. Snut's going to have to gate out, though. Ascendance has been popped. They're going to swap it over onto Talbadar. We can see that they're both just going to be able to get out of there, though, putting a little bit of damage back into Soda, but I think that Down Goes realizes they don't have to be aggressive here. They only need to turtle it out. They have 3 minutes remaining, and they're killing off the gateway. Snut's pushing in. I'm not sure if that's a bad decision. He should have been back there recasting his gate because the gateway is at 8% HP. I don't know if he even notices. If they do finish that off, that's going to be horrible for them, and they can finish that off with about one kill shot if they want to go for that. And Snutz going to be at about 40% HP, 30% HP. He will pour it out. They didn't actually kill off the gate. They should have finished it. It's so low. I don't know what they're doing. They could have actually got a kill on Snutz there, but they are going to be pushing forward. Snutz still at 40% HP. Bash comes out on Yoske, though. Yoske in some trouble. Has to BM out of that stun. Are we going to see any CC coming out on Soda? Soda does not have his trinket available here. But at the same time, still, the gateway is down very, very low. Snutz is at 40% HP. Healing Tide coming out defensively there from Talbadar, trying to keep him alive. 30% HP on Snutz. He has to tap as well. The Fear coming out there onto Vanguards. Maybe they just don't want to kill off the gateway for some reason. I'm kind of confused. But anyway, Ellie Blast now coming out. Snutz could go down here. 10%, 1%. And Snutz is going to fall. Gaming House did not have enough left. Talbadar may stay in it. He loves to fight it out. He wants to go for a kill here, but I don't think it's going to happen. And Down Goes is going to take it 2-0. Vanguards, Hydra, and Yoske going to be able to knock down Snutz, Talbadar, and Soda. They are eliminated from the tournament unless Talbadar can pull off a miracle here, but I don't see it happening. Let's be honest. They're not going to get 2v3'd. There's really no way. So.
Grab yourself a beverage, a hop if you wanna just bounce to my leverage. The evidence, as they say, is in the pudding. So show me the money like my name was Cuba Gooding. It ain't fool's gold, it's gold, fool. Can't stop, won't stop, keeping it old school. So cool. Big Spoon is my nom de plume. I keep it popping like a needle in a new balloon.
Shoutcasting is a completely different thing, man. Like, I tried to do it once, and it takes experience. You gotta have as much knowledge about the game as you want, but getting it out in words, as well as Azael does it, for example, is just it's tough.
I know how you feel, Soda.